What is up, hockey fans? This is Danny Austin from the Calgary Sun and the Calgary Herald. You are Kristen Anderson, also from the Calgary Sun and the Calgary Herald. Kristen, we are here at the Saddledome. It's about 36 hours before the puck drops on the Flames' first-round series against the Colorado Avalanche. There's been a lot of focus on the Avs' first line, but the Flames have a couple pretty good guys on their top line as well. So, how big do you think they're going to be?
It's going to be huge for this series. I know so much of this series heading in is going to be the top line versus top line, Calgary's top line versus Colorado's top line. Johnny Gaudreau, Sean Monahan, and Elias Lindholm are going to be a huge key. Your best players have to be your best players. That analogy rings true so much for the Flames this year. Johnny Gaudreau had 99 points. He was close to 100-point season for the first time in his career. All three of the guys had incredible years. Not so much down the stretch. So they're going to have to find that chemistry. Obviously, not everybody's 100% at this time of the year. Whatever they're dealing with, perhaps Sean Monahan is dealing with an injury, although the team is quite adamant about him being healthy at this moment. They're going to have to be their best players, and the reality is that games tighten up at this time of the year. They're going to have to find a way to find that magic that they did in the regular season for the Flames, and the Flames have depth. That is the good thing about this team heading into the playoffs, is they found that depth with all three lines or four lines. Johnny Gaudreau, Sean Monahan, and Elias Lindholm are going to be the engine. Speaking of struggles, looking at TJ Brodie's season this year, how much, you spoke with him earlier this week, how important is his performance going to be this playoff series?
I think TJ Brodie, to me, is one of the more fascinating guys on this team, because if you look at the numbers, purely statistically speaking, he had a really good season. He was plus 29 and plus minus. I know it's a flawed stat, but it's still a good indicator of, whether a player's having a positive or negative impact on the ice. And, that's top 10 in the league. So he was matched up with Mark Giordano for almost all of the season. And then in those last 10 games, we saw him sort of get bumped out so that Rasmus Andersson could get some time with Mark Giordano, and Brodie was playing alongside Dalton Prout. Brodie told me he thinks that's been really good for him, because with Prout, he has to sort of get more involved in the offense and step up in a way that with Giordano, it's a balancing act, because Giordano jumps up. So, look, if this team is going to go far, they need that top two pairing to be incredible, really. That's how you win in the playoffs, and that involves TJ Brodie. So, I certainly am in no place to predict how he'll play, but I know that if he plays well, this Calgary Flames team is in pretty good shape. So it'll be interesting to watch.